I left Covington to go to Biorad. And so not a culture shock in terms of people, but a little bit different in terms of, now I'm going to an office in Hercules, right? Okay. And had regular hours, but I had to learn all this new stuff. I was never a patent prosecutor. So now I'm managing a patent department, which is mostly managing patent prosecution,
Yeah.
which I'd never done. I had to make the argument. I'm like, well, I've seen a lot of prosecution through litigation, right? Where in litigation, you look at prosecution records. And so I've seen what they look like. I'm sure it's not hard. And I wouldn't be prosecuting myself because we had too many cases. It was all farmed out to counsel, outside counsel. That was the process. Here's the thing. I had a bunch of new experiences and it was really fun. Like the people, like the tech, the engineers were cool to work with. Now I'm working with inventors closely. The process, well, I would run a process where if an engineer thought that he or she invented something, they'd bring it to me and then we'd sort of evaluate it. And we had a committee to decide whether to file a patent application on it. And yeah, it's interesting, right? But after 5 years, I was there for 10 years. 5 years, I'd pretty much seen it all. And then I stayed for another 5 years doing exactly the same thing. That was probably a mistake. So what I discovered is that it was such a nice place to work. And the pay was good. The people were great. The work was interesting that I stopped doing anything new after 5 years and just kept like rinsing and repeating every day, like Groundhog Day for 5 years until I realized after 10 years, I got to do something else. It got busy and boring at the same time. And so this is actually advice I give to undergrads when they're embarking on their careers and things. I'm like, yeah, if you ever find yourself in a situation where you're busy and bored,
you need to change your scenery.
You really should be doing something else.